Well, hi, here we are again with order of operations, so we're continuing with section 1.4. Notice on this one we have grouping symbols, two different kinds. We have a fraction bar, which groups the numerator and groups the denominator together. So basically we kind of work on each one as we start here. So I'm going to take 15 and subtract. The absolute value of 3 minus 1 would be the absolute value of 2. I'm going to leave it there for a moment so we can kind of talk about that, because when we take an absolute value, it's going to be positive, so it's still just going to be a 2. In the denominator, I have 12 minus 3 times 2, so we multiply before subtracting. Now I'm going to take 15 minus 2. I think I'll just go ahead and say 15 minus the absolute value of 2 is 2, so that's 13. 12 minus 6 is going to be 6, and this fraction doesn't simplify anymore. We just leave it like this as an improper fraction. Alright, so here we go. We have that grouping symbol of a fraction bar again. So we're going to take the 16 plus 6. Now I have parentheses, so I'm going to subtract. 8 minus 5 is 3. In the denominator, I can simplify the exponent, so 4 to the second is 16, and that will be plus 2. Now we can't do anything on simplifying the fraction until we have just a number in the numerator and a number in the denominator. So in the numerator now we're going to have 16 plus 18, 6 times 3. In the denominator we have 18. So when I add 16 and 18, I'm going to have, let's see, 34. 6 plus 8 is 14. Yeah, that's right. Over 18. Now, these are both divisible by 2. So I'm going to divide them both by 2. And I end up with 17 ninths. I'm going to write that again. That was kind of messy. Well, maybe it's still messy. Anyway, so that's the answer, and once again we leave it as an improper fraction. Now, notice that these problems are getting longer. They get quite a bit more complicated, and so we're going to take this one and say 3 plus 4. Now, within the grouping symbols, the brackets, I have parentheses, so that's where I have to start. And on this I have 20, or 5 times 5, so that's 25. Minus 20, we still keep the minus 30 and close the bracket. So we just kind of keep working this way. 8, 25 minus 20 is 5 minus 30. Still more stuff to do inside the brackets. So now I can just drop these to parentheses if I want. 8 times 5 is 40. 40 minus 30 is what's left in those parentheses. Now I'm going to just go on up here. So I have 3 plus 4. Okay, so it's times 40 minus 30, which is 10. And so it's 3 plus 40 because I'm going to multiply. Well, I'm not doing too good with the plus sign. And we get 43. Now you should always practice going through all these steps on your own to make sure that you really are understanding. Alright, so we're going to stop the video here, and the next video will be about evaluating algebraic expressions.